What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaming Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Yakuza Like a Dragon. Hopefully I'm not coming in too hot on the microphone right now. My cat thought it would be fun to hang out up on my desk when he knows he's not supposed to. I was going to give him a look, but he's not in the room right now. And messed with the gain on my microphone. So, I felt like it was a little quiet the last while, so I was like, yeah, you know what, I need to make an adjustment. And yeah, now I don't know where my base was, so I think I got it about right. You know, maybe it makes no difference to you guys. I don't know. I'm really paranoid. Either way, we're going back to Omi Alliance HQ. Supposedly the leader, or the de facto leader of the Omi, are supposed to show up and dissolve both the Omi and the Tojo. So we're kind of here as backup for...
Who's this guy again?
Backup for Arakawa.
One of the Omi lieutenants.
Yeah. I think I recognize him.
From where?
What you mumbling to yourself about? Spit it out. While you're at it, why are you here and how'd you even get in?
Tendo, let him through. He's my guest.
Your guest, huh? But acting captain, isn't he?
Exactly right. The man who took a bullet from my gun straight on. And now here he is, back from hell itself to see the captain released from prison.
Yeah? That is real commitment. Well, if he causes any trouble, any at all, it'll be on you to clean up the mess. Agreed?
It'll be fine.
God, I love him. If anybody knows his VA...
I'll go back to trying to figure out what the hell is going down here today.
Nothing to figure out except the popcorn. So you can watch the shit turn the Omi Alliance on its head.
You think?
Remember what you did in Ijincho? Now it's your turn.
What was I about to say? If anybody knows what else the VA for Arakawa has done, let me know, because it's familiar, but not at the same time. I really dig his voice.
I just realized who he is. He used to be a star heavyweight boxer. He's the loony who agreed to fix a fight for money, but when he didn't get paid, he beat the fixers to death.
Oh, yeah. I remember that, too. What a role model, huh?
You know, anyone who knows this franchise better than me, because, like, the later games, I think 4, 5, 6 in the Yakuza games I've never played, and I barely remember any of 3. You know, I played all the way through of 0. I want to play 0 again, but, you know, I played 0, 1, and 2, and 1 Kiwami, Kiwami and Kiwami 2. But man, just throughout my life, and those playthroughs have all been so spread out. So apparently, Jungi Han was a character from 6. I did not know. But I feel like Tendo made another appearance, but it's not coming to me right now.
Here's the plan. The Omi Alliance was more or less split in half when they marched on Kamurocho. But most of the officers, the ones with tenure anyway, are still here in Sotenbori. Soon they'll all be gathering in the HQ's banquet hall, celebrating Watase's release. But by then, Watase will already have a document in his breast pocket.
The Omi Alliance of Kansai started off as the idea of a few ambitious men more than 100 years ago. In the early days...
His voice does not match him.
ready to go to war at any moment. Although we only fought against other factions, we know
It's too high pitched. It should be a little deeper.
the people here in the city we call home. For that, we are deeply sorry. Therefore, on this day, the presiding chairman does declare, and I, Captain Watase, do co-sign this official document which proclaims the Omi Alliance of Kansai is hereby dissolved.
Huh? What the fuck?
This we pledge to the Osaka PD.
What? Why are you doing this, Captain? What are you thinking?
I'm Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan.
Tojo clan? The fuck's he doing here?
As the Omi Alliance does, so shall we. The Tojo clan is also officially dissolved. Watase-san and I will serve as each other's witnesses as we each end our factions together. This decision was ratified by the Omi chairman, Captain Watase, and acting Captain Masumi Arakawa.
Bullshit! What kind of shady crap is this?
Did Mitsu tell you that, Ichiban?
Oh.
Remember now?
Yeah, but I still didn't think the Tojo and Omi would just dissolve at the same time.
I know. This is going to send shockwaves through our world, and many will oppose it. Doubtless, someone will try to start a war of succession. But we anticipated that, and built many defenses against it.
Defenses? What did you have to do?
The 6th chairman planned every last detail.
Watase was involved too. He felt the same sorrow as I did about the future of Yakuza life. When we were finally forced to conclude that this is where it will all end. The problem was, how do we end the largest Yakuza group in Japan peacefully? We knew that if we simply broke the news to the officers, there would have been mutiny. To make matters worse, Watase had just been thrown behind bars by way of the 3K plan. And with their leader out of sight and out of mind, one wrong move could have started a coup.
Right.
Then we had the idea to use the Kamurocho 3K plan in our favor.
How'd you do that?
We came up with 2 steps to implement. First, ensure the 3K plan succeeded.
What the hell?
To achieve that, we purposely let Arakawa-san leak the Tojo clan intel. And then Aoki drove the Tojo clan out of Kamurocho just as we knew he would. He had no idea, of course, that this was our desired outcome. Amusing to think that he still considers it his greatest achievement. In reality, the 3K plan only worked because we allowed it to.
This is the biggest kind of middle finger to Aoki.
The 6th chairman made his second request of me. I was to keep playing the role of the greedy traitor, dancing on the Tojo clan's grave. All while bringing the Omi into Kamurocho to take the Tojo clan's place.
Arakawa-san's admirable efforts split the Sotenbori Omi horde right down the middle. Which leads us to Sotenbori as you see it now. Half its men stuck in Tokyo. Weakened, spread too thin.
And this was Arakawa-san's goal all along? This exact situation?
Yes, and he finished it right on schedule. Watase's day of release is here, and we can make our announcement.
Yeah, like I said, this is the biggest middle finger you can to a guy like Aoki, who thinks, I'm so smart, I can come up with any plan to, I'm going to out-strategize everyone. And it turns out his strategy worked right into theirs. It's well done. This is always one of my favorite parts about Yakuza games, the twists and turns of the political stories within them. Full-blown samurai movie.
I made sure this would be nice and sharp for today.
Jesus Christ, I love you, Majima.
Test it out. Any volunteers?
Yeah, who the hell wants to fight?
Legends fighting is fucking crazy.
Yeah, who wants to fight fucking Goro Majima?
These guys are all Omi officers, huh? There are still this many? Even with half of them in Kamurocho?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you sound excited.
I'm not excited.
We're gonna march this
He's about to
declaration
cry.
down to Osaka PD. I know, most of you are none too happy about it, so listen up. If you consider yourself real Yakuza, then you have to stop me by force.
Good shit. I'm starting to see the big picture, Arakawa-han. Tendo. This kind of brawl, most of us never lived to see one like it. So if we're gonna make history here, you bet your ass I'm gonna take a stand with the side having the most fun.
You twisting the knife on us, Tendo?
I'd much rather fight with you than against you.
I'd say we're still looking pretty outnumbered here.
That's the whole reason they called us, man.
Finally time to step out of the shadows, huh? Look at us. We're about to have the fight of our lives just to get that point across. With the Yakuza legends at our side.
And one feel like this is kind of like the passing of the guard from the old Yakuza games to the new heroes, i.e. Ichiban and...
Let's make it one to remember!
Come on, let me go into a fight. Don't just... Oh, thank God. I was so afraid the chapter was going to end without that fight.
I'm not backing down.
Jesus, so many things I wanted to talk about. But yeah, it almost feels like... Oh, you can see this. Check out this new move.
You're gonna be in a world.
Fulminating forecast. But yeah, it's almost like they
Check this out!
took... They're kind of, you know, we get to see Goro, we get to see Saejima, we get to see, you know, all these characters. Like I said, Tendo, I know the name and the character sounds so familiar, but I just cannot place what game he's from. And here I am saying that, and then somebody's going to say, AJ, he's not from any of the games. You're just wrong. But like I said, I've got such a long history, and I still haven't even played all the freaking games. I've got the remasters of 3, 4, oh wait, yeah, 3, 4, 5, and I then need to play 6. All on PS4. I've got that box set when they dropped that. The thing was really cool looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an old school classic Yakuza fight. You know, usually one man against the army of Yakuza guys to fight. Let's see, Bullet of Honor, he's not weak to those. How about fire, ice? Okay, really doesn't have any fire. So let's hit Essence of Elegance.
On God!
If you're seeing I have some skills from other classes, yeah, that's because in between videos I equipped all the characters in another class and just tried to fill out a few more character skills, try and get a few more elements of damage. I don't know a way to phrase that. But, you know, with Sachan, I put her back to the Dominatrix, so now she has a fire attack. What did I make? Oh, that's right. I made Adachi. I had him and Ichiban both go. I said Ichigo. Each become bodyguards, so they now both have a blade attack.
You're gonna be in a world.
Nanba, I had him become a fortune teller, so he's got that electric move that you saw earlier. Except right now, he really doesn't have anything that's gonna help in this fight.
You're gonna get stomped.
So tag out with our boy Zhao. Zhao, I would have liked to make a breaker, but I didn't have access to that class with him yet. So I ended up making him a... Oh shit, what did I make Zhao?
Try this on.
Oh, right, a host. So he's got some elemental damage and not just his blade and striking.
You're gonna be in a world. Just gonna stand there.
Jungi Han was the one I made a was the one I made a breaker, so he's got a few new skills. If I had one complaint, well, okay, I'm trying to think of a right way to phrase this, because I really like the approach to classic RPGs, like the job system, the job system, the turn-based combat. I really think they were paying homage and doing a lot of cool stuff with old school JRPGs. I really like it. On the same token, oh my god, this is fucking crazy. But on the same token, like, each job has 2 skills that carry over to any other class after you've leveled that class up, which I just feel like, that's too few for the amount of work to level up to, like, level 20 or something to get all the skills in a certain class.
Watase!
Oh my god.
What the?
Say it.
I knew you weren't really gone.
Say it.
So he's finally back. The Dragon of Dojima.
I always forget he's the 4th chairman.
Watase. How did you find him?
Who, him? I don't know what you're talking about. He's just some extra muscle. Some bodyguard I hired. Couldn't even tell you his name.
Leave this part to me. You guys worry about the front line. I'll protect the back. Even if it costs me my life.
I don't know who you are. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Fucking what? The classic move.
All right. Time for seconds. This feast ain't over till it's over!
Yeah, the classic Yakuza move of ripping off your shirt without actually damaging the shirt.
You look weak. Right.
You catch Kiryu looking at the, taking that kind of like forlorn look at his dragon on his back. Oh my god. I can't believe, I honestly didn't expect Kiryu to actually be a character. Like, I know he appears in some way, shape, or form as an enemy, like you actually get to fight him at some point in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure it's kind of like a challenge tower, but I didn't know that he was going to show up as an actual, like, legit character with dialogue and everything. And I also find it odd that, Ichiban, a member of the Tojo, doesn't know the Dragon of Dojima. Although I guess he would... I'm trying to... This is the problem with so much of this franchise, having so many flashbacks, callbacks, retcons. I'm trying to remember when... No, Kiryu was famous even before he went to jail. Yeah, he was famous even before he went to jail in the first game. And even before that, that was before Ichiban went to jail. It would have had to have been. Because this takes place even after Yakuza 6. So yeah, Ichiban should know Kazuma Kiryu. I'm also sad that we didn't get to hear the VA for for Goro Majima to go, Kiryu-chan!
We did it.
Even if it is the English one, but still, it should have been done. Just leaving them.
Good luck out there, Kasuga. You're gonna do great.
Aww. Remember what I said about this is kind of like the passing of the torch?
Hey, Ichi.
Arakawa-san, Sorry for not standing up. My body's not following my orders right now.
Stop trying. You deserve to relax for once. I owe you so much. If you hadn't shown up with all your allies, things might have gone sideways.
No, I didn't do anything. It was all my friends doing.
Well, then you have some very good friends. A rare thing.
Arakawa-san.
I'm very impressed and so happy you've survived all this, Ichi.
Arakawa-san!
A little disappointed he didn't like put a hand on his shoulder or something. Call him even call him my son. Because I mean, hell, Ichiban's probably more of a son than fucking Aoki. All right, earlier I was talking about how the skill carryover from leveling up different classes. I'm not saying every skill should carry over, but you know what? Make like the highest essence skill or something.
Wait, hold on. Does this mean you were hiding the sixth chairman this whole time?
Yes, that's what I've been telling you. Do you see now?
Actually, I'm pretty damn confused.
Well, when you have more money than you know what to do with, social connections come naturally. Even unique connections like sixth chairman Daigo-kun. We met under strictly professional circumstances, of course. He came to me for help after the Kamurocho 3K plan got underway.
Did you hide Majima-san and Saejima-san too?
Oh, yes. And can I just say, despite their formidable reputations, they were perfect gentlemen each time I spoke with them. I never thought that you, of all people, would end up rescuing them. Life is so random at times.
I'm gonna guess this is Nikogata.
I'd say I rescued them. I just lent them a little muscle, that's all. Of course, then I got lost in the fun of the fight. The fight of a lifetime.
You are a Kawa fan, you. Oh, you really love him, huh?
With all my soul. And we're meeting up later today. Call it a date, I guess.
Oh, how romantic. You'll have to dish about it later.
Sure thing. Clear your schedule. I can talk about him for days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Nikogata, the guy who gave Ichiban the phone at the very beginning of the game. Well, Jesus Christ, I keep getting distracted. I'm trying to talk about the skill system. Each character gets 2 character skills from each class that they level up. They can then carry it on to when they switch jobs. I just think that there should be a little bit more incentive to play with more jobs and play with all the skill system.
I'm sorry
you know,
to bail on you, Ichi.
something to give you that encouragement to do all that. Sorry, I'm talking over
For
dialogue.
years now. It'd be impolite to turn him down.
I get it, boss. Totally get it. When there's a shot at Peking Duck in Heian Tower, you take it. It was kind of silly of me to invite you to a meal in the first place. I know that.
Kasuga, I'm not a boss anymore. Just a regular old man. I don't give a damn who I eat with.
Well, is Sotenbori all quiet now with the Omi Alliance dissolved?
People don't know how to react. Not the civilians, and certainly not the Yakuza. Former Yakuza. But I guess it's only natural when a 100-year-old institution just disappears.
Any Omi guys rioting or anything?
No, even if they did, it wouldn't change anything. Even when they had real strength, they didn't manage to stop us from submitting the papers. And they've only waned since then. Hate to say it, but their reputation's in the toilet. We don't need to dunk their faces in the bowl, too. We'll just let it be.
Did you really
I like that analogy.
happened this way?
No, we just did the best we could. And this is how the chips fell. I can't tell the future any more than the next man.
Well, you had me fooled. Really seemed like you saw it all coming.
I'm sure Masato's in a rage right now. He must be losing his mind. All his plans hinged on the Omi's support, and I just pulled the rug out from under him. I never could help myself from giving in to his desires if he threw a fit. It's been true since he was a toddler. I'd always hoped he'd grow out of temper tantrums.
Some things between a father and son never change.
But I can't afford to go easy on him anymore.
No?
He isn't aware that well before he was governor, the 6th chairman and Watase were considering dissolution. By the time he pressured me to sell out the Tojo clan, all that did was accelerate their plan. Now Masato knows what growing power tastes like. If I don't stop him before it grows too large for his throat, he'll choke on it. He'll lose everything. Everything he's built. I just don't want to see that happen. Well, I should get going.
Boss. Earlier, you said you don't have a title anymore. So, what's your plan from here on out? What are you gonna do?
The 6th chairman and Watase knew that once their factions were gone, many of their men would lose their way with no Yakuza path to follow. That's happening now. So, they want to find some legal means to take in these wandering souls who have nowhere else to go. I'd like to help them with that task.
I see. Guess you do have total freedom to do whatever now, huh?
Yes.
Keep the snazzy suits.
And the only thing I'm wondering is how am I going to kill the time? I think this is how every businessman must feel when he retires.
Anyone else feel a little bad that he won't call like Ichiban like the son, like his,
Well,
I don't know, like adoptive son, or just treat him like a son?
go back to being in the Arakawa family.
Ichi, are you?
It's just... When I was working in your family, it was the happiest time of my life. I felt that way ever since you rescued me at 16. I mean it.
But how can you still, after I sent you to prison in Masato's place, for 18 years, after lying to you that it was for the family?
Well, I accepted that when I went.
And then, after all that you did, I shot you.
You only did that to give me a chance to keep living.
No. All the chances you needed were inside you. Your own strength kept you alive. The truth is, I've never helped you at all. Not even once. You should hate me for all the things I've done. Why don't you?
Fine. If you really want to beat yourself up about it, then please let me back in the family with you.
Hug. Come on, bro, hug.
Hey, Ichi. You were born at a soapland called Shangri-La, weren't you?
Yeah. So I've been told.
It's a hell of a story. One that's never sat well with me.
Huh?
I dream about it, you know.
You dream about it?
Yeah. I dream that it's 40 years ago, on that cold New Year's Eve night. Akane's there, and she's about to give birth to her baby. She gives birth in Shangri-La. In the dream, it's Masato who ends up being born in that soapland.
Oh, come on. This is embarrassing.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. You've got a good heart and you're doing the best you can. It doesn't matter where you were born.
Thank you, sir.
Call him your son. Say you're a son to me. Something. Come on, give him that bone.
I'm curious. Did you ever want to find your parents?
Good question. I don't really know. At this point, I've gotten pretty used to not knowing them.
You've gone through a lot. Not that I have any right to speak to you about it. Well, no point in dwelling on a dream. That's all it is, right? I can go the rest of the way from here. See you tomorrow, Ichi.
Yo, this is Ichiban Kasuga. I like messages, so leave me one.
This is Hoshino, of the Seiryu clan. Kasuga, you need to call me as soon as you get this. This morning, they found Arakawa's body in the ocean.
Oh, shit. Okay, I was curious how all this was going to break down. Okay, so I just Googled this. So, okay. Sorry, I just Googled this because I was curious, like, why, oh my god, fuck you! Oh my god, I hate Reddit. Sorry, I was Googling something. Show me the post. Fuck, I don't care if it's got... Essentially, Kiryu's in his 50s. I'd give you the exact age, but Reddit's being a dick on my phone. I pulled up the page because somebody has it broken down how old Kiryu and Haruka are in each of the Yakuza games, and I think they said he's like 51. Majima would be about 55, 54. Saejima is 53 because him and Majima are like 3 and 4 years respectively older than Kiryu. So they're all in their 50s. We know Ichiban's in his early 40s. So at the beginning of this game, it's, yeah, Kiryu's story would have, because Kiryu went to jail, didn't he go to jail in the 90s? Late 90s, I think? I'm trying to remember all the dates. Like I said, this series is such a long fucking timeline with so many different freaking characters. It's one of the things you gotta love about it, but man, it's kind of hard, like I said, especially if you've not played every single game. And I'm sure some people would say, AJ, you say you're a fan of the franchise. I am, but come on. I didn't have a PS3, so I missed 3, 4, 5, and because I missed 3, 4, 5, I didn't play 6. So yeah, like I said, I still find it weird that Ichiban doesn't know who Kiryu is, even from the legend of him being the dragon of Dojima, but whatever. Final thoughts. When they said they were going to fill out the paperwork to dissolve the Yakuza, I didn't think that would be going to, like, the police. I thought it was more like a corporation thing, but I guess I was wrong. Like I was saying earlier, I just want to make sure I made my thoughts perfectly clear. If somebody wants to say, well, AJ, you can't let you have all these extreme, like, essence skills from each of the different jobs, even as you switch jobs. Totally get that. What I'm saying is, I think some rebalancing should have been done, just like rebalancing of when you get some of those really cool essence skills, because you get to, they have such really cool cinematics to them. I would have liked to see them happen earlier in the different job rankings, because just to give you that little whet your appetite of wanting to keep diving into them to see all of the different skills. And then maybe not keep all of them, but like the highest level one or something like that as you switch jobs. So it actually rewards you more than just giving you 2 mid-rank abilities, like the breaker skills that I got with Junigi Han. Both of them are blunt. They're the fist symbols. Okay, those are cool, but he has plenty of those skills by himself. I mean, maybe of Sachan or... No, I mean, because I'm thinking, well, maybe let Sachan get some of the same... But, I mean, with her being the female, she has the different jobs, just like the other Eri. So, I think that there is a way to rebalance it to make the essence skills more frequent in the development of the different classes, and I think that more stuff should carry over from job to job, just to make it worth your while or give you that incentive to want to level each of them up entirely. I think that's all my ranting that I had done. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was. So, thanks for watching, guys. Social media's in the description. Like, comment, not already. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Till then, my name's AJ Gels. This is Some of the Game Channel. I'm out.